Oh, it's J Moolah, J CheckaBag, J Dollar Sign, J Run It Up, man. We just hopped out the Porch of Dirty Glove Bass gang.
If it's smoke, then let me know when it's off. Who you riding with? Looking Zack like they 100. Whole time they be counterfeit. I go fuck up on you.
Alright, we got J CheckaBag jumping off the porch with us today.
What's up with you, gang? What's up with you, man?
What's going on, man? What's going on?
My shit, man. Out here chilling, man, in the A. Motherfucker just came out to chill, see what's up.
For sure, for sure. I see you got your members on the porch with you. Go ahead and let the world know who you brought with you today.
Yeah, you know, I got my boy Rio. I got my boy Nico Savage. You know, got a gang with me in the back. I was like, yo, man, we out here chilling, man. What's up?
Straight like that, man. How y'all feeling?
Good, I'm decent.
Straight.
For sure, for sure. It's a pleasure to have y'all boys on the porch with us today. How does it feel to be able to move to other cities just off rapping? Like going to see new things and just, you know what I'm saying, experience new shit off rap?
Man, that shit feel good to be able to like get outside of where you from and shit like that and venture off into other cities so other motherfuckers can, you know, get in tune with you and shit like that. Cause like I ain't used to be big on like that networking shit. I used to be like, man, fuck all that networking shit, man. I'm finna do my thing. I'm finna just me type shit like that, me and gang type shit. But shit, like I see now like that networking shit, like that shit'll get you like you rub shoulders with the right motherfuckers and shit like that. Like, you know, you'll get in the position you need to be. So shit, I've been networking, moving around and shit like that, sliding around different states, different cities and shit like that, linking up with people, you know.
Straight up.
Making shit happen.
Talk about your upbringing and your childhood.
Childhood, I ain't gonna lie, man, my childhood was like decent. I ain't gonna even sit up here and be like, man, oh, it was ramen noodles and spam and da, da. Man, shit, we was straight, shit. The shorty said we had everything we wanted as shorties and shit like that. We motherfucker had trampolines, all type of shit. We 20 deep on the trampoline. Every day after school, we deep as hell on the trampoline. Granny at work. Motherfucker don't even supposed to be back there. She don't even want a motherfucker back there. We back there chilling on the trampoline, getting busy, doing flips and shit like that. Like doing like just little badass kid shit, playing, point them out, knock them out, all type of shit like that shit. We just some badass little kids just doing shit, but shit, our shit was slick though. It wasn't no like bad upbringing and no shit like that shit.
Sure.
We had everything motherfucker wanted. So, you know, that's how that shit went.
From your perspective, how would you say it was coming up in Chicago?
Man, what you mean like as kids or like
Growing up in the city, like seeing the city for what it was, experiencing, you know what I'm saying, the environment that comes from the city.
I mean, shit, like I said, shit, my upbringing wasn't bad. Like, shit started getting different, like high school and shit like that. Motherfuckers started, like, getting into it with niggas and shit like that. But, like, outside of that, shit, the city, it got its good and its bad. Like, shit, everybody think it's like, you know, what social media portrayed to be, motherfuckers think it's like all bad type shit. But, like, it's really a great place to be type shit like that. But you know, it got its ups and downs, same like down here shit. It probably got its ups and downs, you know, good and bad and shit like that, but it's decent. But motherfuckers just be, you know, it get wild sometimes, shit. That's all, you know. Shit get wild.
Straight up. At what point would you say y'all moved to another city?
I ain't gonna lie, I've been in Chicago shit my whole life shit until like, what you mean like what made me leave the city type shit?
What made you leave the city?
I ain't gonna lie, it was like a lot of just like shit going on. Yeah, like a lot of weird shit going on. So it's like my homie was out of town. He stayed in Iowa and shit like that. So he hit my line like, woo woo. It was just a lot of shit going on and shit like that. He hit my line like, bro, woo woo. You wanna slide out here? Like, I really just came out there to go visit type shit. You feel me? But what really made me leave, like, it was some like shit had happened and shit like that. with my some of my homies and shit like that, motherfuckers, some shit had happened. Some of my homies had passed away and shit like that. But my cousin had like told me like on some, he like, damn bro, you ain't never realized like every time some shit happened, like you around, like you in the midst, like, and it was like a lot of shit that was happening. He was like, bro, every time some shit go on, like you around, like shit, maybe next time it might be you type shit. So it like clicked in my head a little bit, like motherfucker need to like move around type shit. So my homie hit my line like, ooh, like man, you can slide out here. I just went out there on some visiting shit. I went out there with clothes on my back and like a little book bag and shit like that. I went out there, shit, I ain't never come back, bro. And shit, I feel like that was like one of the best moves I could have made type shit like that, cause ever since then, it's been like, you know, motherfucker been straight. But, you know, I slide back to the city, you know, in and out that bitch, move around how I move around and shit, but other than that shit, I've been in Iowa, shit, you know, how that shit go.
That's real.
Yeah.
Why do you feel a lot of people are scared to take necessary precautions to like see out the rest of their days?
Cause they feel like it's like, a lot of motherfuckers feel like that's like running from some shit. But like, if you thinking with your head, it's like, you thinking about your future, like, especially if you got kids and shit like that. If you got kids, you got motherfuckers depending on you type shit like that. It's like, you can't just be living your life on the edge type shit, like whatever happened type shit like that. It's like, I thought about it like, man, like I got a son and shit like that, you feel me? I know my nieces and nephews and shit, all that, you feel me? So it's like, I can't just be out here just moving loose type shit like that, you feel me? So I had to make that move, shit, and you know, it paid off, shit.
Real shit.
You know.
At what point would you say you jumped off the porch?
Jumping off the porch as in like, you know, just.
When would you say you experienced life for itself on your own?
I jumped off the porch like probably like, I said like 12, 13.
Oh, yeah.
12, 13.
I jumped off the porch early too. Hold on.
12, 13, man, motherfuckers. Like, motherfuckers jumped out the porch early, shit. This shit, motherfuckers jumped out the porch early, so, like, early. I ain't gonna lie to you, motherfuckers been out here. We can't even.
I'm talking about like, I feel like we was tweaking, like, at an early age, and I feel like it backfired at, you feel me, at like this age type shit, 3 years, you know? Before type shit, cause shit that be, we used to be tweaking.
Yeah. So
nobody even walk through the hood type shit. You couldn't walk through that type shit.
You ask me, shit, our shit we the most hated hood in the hundreds.
Yeah.
You come to the hundreds, you can't say our hood, you can't say the Ville and be like, oh yeah, I fuck with them. No.
And everybody from the hundreds gonna wanna come to our shit, type shit, if we cool with them.
Used to.
You know, used to.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah.
A lot of shit changed, you know how that shit.
Yeah.
A lot of shit changed.
Motherfuckers been jumped off the porch a long time ago.
Like this shit, like this shit.
As in like jumping off the porch. A lot of bad shit, like as kids, yeah, we been jumped off the porch. You could say like grammar school, 6th grade, that type of shit. But like, if you mean like jumping off the porch, it's like getting into the streets for real. I say like, for me, I say like 13-ish, 14-ish type shit.
You know, the fighting gonna start first.
Yeah.
Fighting gonna start first. You know, 14. Land to the fight now, motherfucker. All it take is one shot. Now it's over with. Shit like that. Shit.
But I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I used to be out there with fun, but like at the same time, like I used to be on punishment a lot. I used to be on punishment a lot, just off some stupid shit. Like I had my brother and shit. Like he'll do a bunch of stupid shit. Like we'll do a bunch of stupid shit, and I get on punishment just off what he did and not telling on him. My granny be like, "Oh, you don't want to tell on him? He cool. You finna get the you get a month. You a month on punishment. Ooh, that type of shit." So I'm like,
Granny wasn't playing.
Oh, bro, she wasn't playing, cause she got me prepared for the real life. Like, oh yeah, you ain't telling on this nigga. Okay, I'm finna give you 2 months on punishment. Ain't no going outside, no TV, no playing the game, none of that. So, shit, that's that shit.
With the spot.
Yeah, motherfucker.
real.
That shit crazy.
What's some of the shit you can say you done witnessed or been through from jumping off the porch so early?
Man, a lot of shit, bro. A lot of shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, a lot of shit I don't even want to speak on, but like a lot of shit, bro. But, you know, a lot of shit, bro. Motherfuckers witnessed a lot of shit, seen a lot of shit, did a lot of shit. Motherfucker don't regret none of the shit, but, you know, it is what it is.
So talk about being at a point where you was up in the streets and you
say
blew
up?
Hell yeah, you was up. Blew 150K.
I ain't gonna lie. Alright, so look. Before that shit even came about, I was fucked up. Like, I was fucked up. Like, literally, I used to motherfucking live in my car, bro. Everything that I owned was in my car, folks. So it's like everything that I owned was in my car and shit like that. So I'm using bitches like, okay, woo, let me call this bitch. Let me spend the night at her crib. It's me and my homie, folks. We used to trap out the car type shit like that. I'm like, okay, let me call this bitch, see if she got a friend over here. Woo, me and folks gonna go over here. We'll go over there, sit over there for a couple minutes. She'll get blue because the motherfucker doing what they doing. She'll put us out. Go to another crib, same shit'll happen. Then at one point it was just like, man, fuck that, bro. Like, man, this ain't it. Like, we gotta do some other shit. So, motherfucker had ran it up. Like, motherfucker had ran it up and shit like that. I ain't gonna lie, I had touched like 20. I had touched like 20, and I'm like, damn. Like, coming from the city, like. When so look, when I first moved to Iowa and shit, that's when I first seen like what real money was. In city, it was like, okay, motherfucker got $1,000, $2,000.
Yeah.
We was shorty, so like $1,000, $2,000 motherfucker looking at it like, okay, that's cool. But I had just happened to been around the right motherfuckers and shit like that when I went to Iowa. I'm looking at like, damn, okay, these motherfuckers got 10, 20s, 50s, 100s. Ooh, so I'm like, shit, I'm thinking money is like, man, that's little shit. So I started getting in my bag and shit like that. I started running it up. Pandemic hit. I probably had like 15. Pandemic hit. Nothing going on. Ran through that little bread. After that, ran it back up like 150. But it was like I was like just doing shit. Like, you know, a motherfucker coming to some money that ain't never had no money. You just get doing shit like, okay, I'm finna take a trip. I'm finna I'm finna put it into this music, but I was putting it into the wrong shit. You feel me? Motherfucker can invest into their music, but if you investing into the wrong shit, that shit ain't gonna get you nowhere. I'm just shooting videos. I'm just like, just doing little dumb shit, like, you feel me? Buying cars and shit like that, scats, whatever the fuck it is, like, shit, next thing you know, I look up, shit, I got like 20,000 left. I'm like, all right, damn, what the fuck I'm finna do? Shit, motherfucker had figured some shit out. Had got some shit together and shit like that. And man, shit, it was what it was. But blew through that shit. Like, I ain't gonna say like I just blew through it like in a month or something like that. Like, you know, motherfuckers paying rent and shit like that. You know, rent ain't cheap. Motherfucker rent like $1,200 and shit like that. So, motherfuckers just blowing through some shit. So.
Yeah, if you ain't consistent out there, you already know that shit over with. You got too many opps to try to get some money on there. Some shit. That shit gonna be hard to sell. Like, that shit gonna be hard to sell. Like, I don't give a fuck on unless you already, you know, already got your little play, you know. But other than that, hell nah, cause you finna be, you worry about the jakes.
Yeah, you can't get no money if you gotta look over your shoulder. Yeah. You got this blick on you. You trying to get some money. You got some whatever the fuck you got on you. You gotta worry about the opps. You gotta worry about 12. You gotta worry about everything. So like you gotta look over your shoulder every 1 second type shit. So
soon you wake up, you think about it. Damn, I'm finna die today or I'm finna live type shit. You know what I'm saying? Walk down the street, do a whole 360 spin. You don't know.
It's like when a motherfucker had went to Iowa, it was like a little different story. So it's like, motherfucker, you still gotta watch yourself because you know where you from and like, you know, that shit'll follow you wherever the fuck you go. But it's like, shit, it's like a little slight breath of fresh air type shit. Like, okay, I'm slight cool a little bit, but at the same time, it still is what it is type shit. So, you know, motherfucker just came into that shit, ran through that shit a little bit, slight ran it back up, and you know, it is what it is. But, you know.
When would you say you first started fucking with the music?
Man, like rapping, or you mean just the music, period?
Like taking the rapping serious shit. Like when would you say you started rapping?
Man, I started rapping like in the 5th grade, bro. Literally. I started rapping in the 5th grade. I started like, my cousin and them used to rap. They stayed across the street from us. They used to rap and shit like that. Like they wasn't like no, you feel me? But it was just like damn, these niggas making songs. How the fuck these niggas making songs? Shit, whole time my cousin had a studio in the crib, like little regular ass microphone that you would hold that bitch and shit like that. He had like Fruity Loop on his shit. I call that bitch Fruity Loop. That bitch FS Loop, but I call that bitch Fruity Loop. Folks would be rapping in the crib and shit like that. Folks let us see the studio equipment. We got the rapping and shit. We used to ditch school. Smoke Reggie over there. We used to take some weed from my uncle, bro. This is like 6th grade, so you feel motherfuckers smoking Reggie back then, folks. We a motherfucking take some weed from my uncle and shit like that. Go over to my homie crib and shit with the studio equipment. We over there smoking Reggie all day. We had like 7 Reggie over there just in the studio all day, just rapping. And then shit, when I say I took it serious, was like, I made a song. Me and my homie made a song called Dry Kush. This was like when motherfuckers first started smoking loud, when that transition from Reggie to loud came. Motherfuckers had started smoking loud, so we made a song called Dry Kush. We shot a video. I had like a little digital camera. I had my cousin shoot it, but I edited the video myself type shit, you feel me? So I put that bitch out on YouTube and shit. That bitch started going up a little bit. It wasn't like, it didn't go like up, but you feel me? It was like on some slight shit to where we was like locally, you feel me, known type shit. So we walking around, we going to the stores, going to school, motherfucker like, oh, whoa, I seen you. So that shit clicked in my head like, oh yeah, I like that feeling, you feel me? I like when motherfucker notarize you for doing some shit that you just doing for fun. So I started doing that shit. I started taking it serious and shit like that.
Yeah,
Motherfucker started.
Yeah,
we in that bitch. Yeah, motherfucker probably like, I think I was like a sophomore in high school.
That bitch up.
That bitch was going crazy. Dry Kush got my eyes like an Asian guy. Oh, bro, that bitch is decent. Yeah.
That's wild. At what point would you say you really decided to take it serious full time?
I say, I think I made a song called Too Many Niggas. I had made a song called Too Many Niggas. Me and my homie Cash Out. We had made a song. I ain't even really fuck with the song. I ain't take the rapping serious, but like, folks used to be like on some, bro, you tweaking, folk, you raw as hell. Ooh, on mono, folk. He be funny as hell. He be like, fuck on mono, folk, you raw as hell, you tweaking, folk, you need to go crazy. So I made a song called Too Many Niggas, man. He hopped on the song with me. It just so happened I had a beat. I had made the beat and shit like that. And he had a verse for it. So we did the song and shit like that. We shot a video probably like the same week. That bitch started going up. Bro, that bitch probably like, that bitch went up. So ever since then, I'm like, yeah, let me start like taking this shit serious. So I started really like writing this shit. But then at the same time, I don't even like writing, bro. Like that writing shit be like, it take too long and shit like that. So it be like, I don't really be like too much trying to write no songs and shit like that, cause I ain't got time to be doing the shit. So what really made me start taking it serious, my homie Tebow, no cap, Tebow. Look, Tebow, if you watching this, we need that fresh foe. I don't care what nobody say, put that fresh foe out. Folks was ahead of his time. This the first nigga I ever seen punching in and out. I made a beat for folks. Folks took me to his crib. He like, man, folks, we finna do this song. I had made a beat for him and shit like that. He rap on, it's called How We Rock. I ain't never seen no nigga punch in and out, bro. This was like 2010, bro. I'd never seen this shit before. So I'm like, damn, how the fuck he doing that shit? He'll rap a bar or two, stop it, go back in. I'm like, yeah, folks going crazy. So yeah, since then, I'm like, yeah, that's how I'm rapping. I ain't writing shit no more. I probably wrote 1 or 2 songs after that, and I ain't never wrote a song after that. Anything else came after that was like punch in and out type shit. So that's how that shit came about. Like when I started taking it serious, like after I stopped writing songs, and then shit, it just went from there. Bro.
Talk about opening up for Boosie in Peoria.
I ain't gonna lie. That bitch was that shit was slight. Alright, so look, I had came about that shit, right? Off I had seen the shit on my homie Whitball shit. He had put me in tune with the shit. One of my homies from Iowa and shit. He had put me in tune with the shit. He was like, man, bro, motherfucker, woo, want you to open up for a motherfucker. I'm like, cool, let me know what's up. They sent me the info and shit like that. But it was like kind of like some fluky shit though at the same time though too, cause like everybody that was opening up, I was like the last motherfucker that went on. So what that shit is, like the closing act or some shit like that. So yeah, I was kind of like the closing act and shit like that. Everybody else who went before me and shit like that, they got they did like 2 to 3 songs and shit like that. They got their video playing up on the screen and shit like that. So when it come to me to come open up type shit, I don't got no video on the screen. It's like they kind of like did me bogus or some shit like that. I ain't got no video up on the screen. They told me like I do my first song. I'm thinking I got 2 songs to do and shit like that. So I do my first song. I'm waiting for the DJ to play the next song. I'm like, man, what's up with the next song? Woo. He like, man, bro, you only got 1 song. Woo. Shit came like on some fluky shit. So I'm like, all right, that's cool. Woo. It was decent though. It was a decent ass crowd. Like it was like 5,000 people in that motherfucker. So I'm like, okay, this is a decent ass crowd. But like it was just like some fluky shit. Like I felt like they did me bogus type shit like that. Everybody else had their shit right how it needed to be. But like when it came to my shit, it was like, you know, shit, it is what it is. But we still like rock that bitch. We still turned up, man. It is what it is. But shit, you know, Peoria, I'm coming back, you know. Got something for y'all when I come back.
Real shit. Talk about going viral on YouTube, man.
I ain't gonna lie. I started, I used to try to get my FOIA card in the city and shit like that. They never gave me my shit. I had a gun charge and shit like that. They ain't want to give me my shit and shit like that. So I moved to Iowa and shit like that. I'm still not thinking, I'm still riding how I'm riding type shit like that. I'm like, man, let me go up in this place, apply, see if they'll give me my shit. Whoop. They give me my shit. So I just started buying like pipes and shit like that. But I'll go to the range with them and I just record what I'm doing. I just record like me shooting at the range or me doing like some little, like just fucking around at the range type shit. Not on no like goofy shit, but like just on some fucking around type shit. I must have posted a video. I had a G-Force armed shotgun. You feel me? But I been shot it before. So I get up in that motherfucker. I post a video and shit. I'm shooting it with one hand. I'm shooting the shotgun with one hand. Man, look. When I say it's all type of motherfuckers in that bitch talking crazy, like, oh, this why motherfuckers shouldn't have their gun license, and this why, ooh, they going crazy on me in the comment. But I'm just commenting back like, I appreciate the comment. You feel me? Cause all publicity, good publicity. You feel me? They talking they shit in that bitch. I'm just motherfucking just taking it all in. Like, okay, y'all talking y'all shit, but at the same time, like, shit, y'all ain't doing shit but running these numbers up type shit. That shit had hit like 2 million views. I'm like, okay, this something I need to keep doing type shit. So I just kept on motherfucking making like my little gun videos. Every time I go to the range, I'll make a different video type shit. You feel me? Taco Protector, if y'all wanna look me up, go look up Taco Protector. But I had started going viral with them bitches. Every time I post a video, them bitches doing like 50K, 100K, million, 2 million type shit like that. So I'm like, shit, maybe this something I need. But I have my music playing in the background type shit. So it's like, I pin my shit at the top, like, okay, ooh, this. They ask what's the song? What's that song in the background? Ooh, I probably have like Stand on Business or some shit like that. So I have my song in the background and they be on some like, they be fucking with the music on top of like the content that I'm posting. So I'm like, yeah, I gotta keep doing this shit like outside of like just rapping, you feel me? Something else that'll like boost my music and shit like that. So
no, that's real. Talk about the new song you got out. Somebody gotta tell it.
Look, I ain't gonna hold you, man. it's gonna be a love-hate thing with that, man. It's gonna be a love-hate thing with that. I ain't gonna lie, they been fucking with it. I posted a little, like by the time this shit come out, like, you know, it'll be dropped and shit like that, but like I had posted like a little snippet of the video and shit like that. I'm thinking the bitches finna be on my ass, like, man, woo, like, we ain't fucking with this, nah. But whole time it's like, everything that I'm talking about in the song is true. It might be like some comedy shit. Some motherfuckers might think it's comedy, but like at the same time, motherfuckers might be like, yeah, he's speaking facts. Like that's some real shit. But it's both. But it's me like really telling like from a nigga's perspective, like why a female don't got no nigga. You doing this, you doing that, you wearing this, you wearing that, you doing that out here. You know, when the shit drop, they'll see what I'm talking about, cause you know the shit gonna be lit. That bitch gonna go up. But you know, that shit really just from a nigga's perspective of why you ain't got what you want type shit like that.
Real shit. What was it like working with the legendary Zack TV?
Man, Zack, that's like my boy. We was from 115, folks from 105th, but like we used to fuck with them tough type shit like that. So I was outside. My people used to stay over there, over that way. So I'm outside my crib one day. I'm outside my OG crib one day. I'm like cleaning my whip out and shit like, but I'm playing my music. I had a song with one of the niggas from over there. So I'm playing the shit, but like one of the niggas from over there had brung him to me like bro, woo, this J Money, woo, he be rapping this shit like that. So he like play your shit for me, woo, but I'm already playing it. But it's the other nigga. I'm like, man, you don't even know who this is. Woo. He like, man, this shit go crazy. I'm like, man, you don't even know who this is. He like, who this is? I'm like, this your boy. So my verse come on and shit like that. You know, folks he be over exaggerating shit. He like, I said some shit. He like, folk, oh my God. He like, play that shit back one time for me. He run that shit back. So we did one of my homies, he had like a bigger buzz than me at the time and shit like that. So he wanted us to do an interview with him. But it was really like folks interview and shit like that. But he wanted me to be in it type shit. So folks did the interview and shit like that. Motherfucker had chopped it up with him, you know. We did what we did and shit like that. You know, the rest was what it was.
Rest in peace, Zack TV, man.
Yeah, R.P. Zack, man, real nigga, for real.
Why would you say it's important to understand what goes on in the city and know it's hard to grow from it?
Cause if you just moving loose as hell through the city, you gonna get what you looking for. You can't just be moving loose as hell through that motherfucker and like, especially if you got opps and shit like that, you can't just be moving loose as hell and just doing anything. But at the same time, it's like, you know, the city is what it is, you know. A lot of motherfuckers don't understand it, you know, so you don't understand it, you don't need to be in that motherfucker. But other than that, I can't tell you nothing else that motherfucker don't already know that's from them. Yeah.
What was it like for you losing a brother?
I ain't even lose my brother to like no violence and no shit like that. I lost my brother to COVID, bro. On some real shit. My brother died off COVID, bro. And it was like, it's kind of fucked up. Cause it was like, damn, out of all the shit we done did, nigga, you gonna check out off COVID, folks? Like, what the fuck? That shit kind of blew me a little bit, but at the same time, it was like kind of like I'd rather that than, you know, it been some other shit type shit like that. Cause, you know, if you got a motherfucker to blame, then it's like, you know, motherfucker probably wouldn't even be, you know, sitting right here talking to you type shit like that. So I'd rather it have been that natural causes type shit than some other goofy shit. So, but That's all, really.
What's one thing you want the world to know about your brother?
About my brother. Real nigga, stand up nigga. Stand up nigga. Whatever you say, stood on it. He ain't no, can't force a nigga hand type nigga. None of that shit. But, you know, really folks just a genuine ass nigga. Like, what he say, what he mean, and he mean what he say. Real family oriented nigga. You feel me? I wish I could be like the nigga, you feel me, when it kinda like family, but shit, you know, I be trying and shit like that, but you know, everybody different. So it's like, you know, he original, how he original, I am who I am, he is who he is type shit. But yeah, folks is real family oriented, like he wasn't really in the streets and nothing like that, but he was in them. You feel me? If that makes sense. You know. Folks and them used to do some wild shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. Hold on, do some wild shit, real wild shit. I ain't gonna lie. I remember folks pulled up on the block. I'm on house arrest. Folks pull up on the block. 3 Audis back to back. I'm folk. What the fuck y'all get these motherfucking He like, don't worry about it, nigga. Ooh, we out here. 3 Audis back to back. I'm like, damn. That's when I was first supposed to motherfucking I couldn't go nowhere, but like they was supposed to motherfucking did some shit. But, you know, folks used to do some real wild shit, like shit, some shit I don't even want to speak on, but like folks a real stand up nigga, folks. I ain't gonna cap.
No, that's real.
Yeah.
So what was it like growing up in Roseland?
Growing up in Roseland, man, shit. I ain't gonna lie. Roseland, like motherfuckers will think that's the suburbs. Like if you ain't really like from around, people think that's the suburbs and shit like that, or like that shit really top 2 and not number 2 when it come to like trenches. So like Roseland, like you know, it had its good days, it had its bad days, motherfucker. Shit, it was what it was. Shit, motherfucker, it just wasn't no like. It wasn't like no suburbs type shit. Like I feel like that was like the cutoff type shit when it came to like Chicago type shit. Past you get past 115th. I feel like that was the end of Chicago type shit like that. So my mail still said Chicago. Motherfuckers might think like, oh, woo, you from wherever the fuck you from? Woo. Cause like motherfucker might say, oh, I'm from Dalton, I'm from woo, but it might say they from Chicago. And don't be from Chicago. Your shit say Dalton, Illinois, Riverdale, Illinois. Like Roseland was like, yeah, Lansing, whatever the fuck you from, shit. But you know, don't get me wrong, like they get wild out there too, but shit, Roseland was just different. That's like top 2 spots in the city where it get wild at type shit. But growing up, although it was cool though, until it wasn't cool. So, other than that.
How did you get the name J CheckaBag?
Alright. My name was J Money from the jump. Probably from like 6th grade, my name was J Money. But like, I say on my songs and shit, like J Moolah, J CheckaBag, J Dollar Signs, J Run It Up, y'all know what's up. So it's like, that shit came from like different niggas from the hood, like having different names for me type shit. Like I had motherfucking Pop walk up on me like, J Moolah, folks, what you on, folks, ooh, Cash, what you on, J Moolah? Motherfucking J Dollar Signs came from Simi, folks. Simi would walk up to me like, J Dollar Signs, so what's up, what you, ooh. But like J CheckaBag, it came from like, from one of my homies and shit like that, RP Lil Will, bro. This was motherfuckers was fucked up. I'm the only motherfucker had traffic though. So you feel me? Wasn't no restaurants on we had one restaurant was Eddie's. They closed that bitch down though, but only restaurant we had was on the 115th Halsted, Checkers. Motherfuckers used to pull up. Anytime I pull up on the block, first thing folks say, J CheckaBag, for what you on? We finna go to Checkers. So you feel me? So it made sense, like the CheckaBag, you feel me? But at the same time, it's like, you feel me, it had something to do with J Money. So like, J CheckaBag, what you on? Da, da, da. So shit, we'll slide up the Checkers, so go get that 2 for $3 fry lover on, bro. After that shit, that's how that shit, but it just was catchy. That shit was catchy as hell, so it just like clicked. I'm like, fuck it. I ain't finna be wrestling with a bunch of niggas for J Money on YouTube and shit like that. Every time you type a nigga named J Money up, ooh, it's a million motherfuckers pop up. So I'm like, fuck it. I'ma just ride with J CheckaBag. That shit catchy, and I just ran with it, folks, and it meant something to me type shit.
That's
so,
hard, that's hard.
That's how that shit.
Talking about checking the bag with this trucking business.
Oh man, look. I ain't gonna lie, a lot of motherfuckers, if y'all broke out there, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. If y'all broke, and y'all got a license that's valid, go get y'all CDL, man. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't wanna be doing no like, I couldn't be working no warehouse job or no shit like that. Ain't shit wrong with no nigga having no job or no shit like that, bro. Any nigga that's just out here just not on shit, just living life and ain't on nothing, ain't getting no money and nothing like that, bro, I don't respect that, bro. Like, I respect the motherfucker that's, you feel me, especially if you got kids and responsibilities and shit like that, man. Go get you a job, bro. Go get your CDL. That's all I can tell you. But like, I had motherfucking, I was on house arrest and shit like that. My OG used to work at like the rail yard and shit like that. She used to always tell me like, get my CDL and shit like that. I'm on house arrest. So I went and got my CDL and shit like that. But I ain't never really using and shit like that. I used to have it, but like I just have it in my back pocket just on some like, if shit hit the fan, like you feel me, I go get some money real quick, woo, woo. But like, it had clicked in my head like a lot of my homies and shit that I was fucking with in like Iowa, everybody started getting locked up and shit like that. Motherfuckers started getting locked up, getting 10s, 15s, 20s and shit like that. So I'm like, man, fuck it, I'm finna dive in with this shit. So I had leased me a truck. And shit like that. And then shit, I started like, a lot of niggas don't even make certain type of money like this, like just in the streets type shit like that. So you touching like 2 to 3 bands a week type shit like that. Like, what else can you tell a motherfucker that ain't getting no money? I'll be like, man, go get your CDL, start you a LLC, you feel me? Hire your motherfucking shit coming through your LLC and run it up. Shit, that's all I've been doing. You know, I can't tell a nigga how to get no money outside of like, you feel me, on some legit shit. Go get your CDL, man, motherfucker, and start a trucking business on, bro. That's how I've been getting my money and shit like that outside of like, you know, other shit, but, you know.
That's real. So what's next for J CheckaBag, man?
Man, the sky. Sky the limit, man. I don't know, man. Whatever the fuck come next, man. I got some shit going on, man. I got a show tomorrow and shit like that. Really, whatever the fuck, whatever I come across, man, shit, I'm trying to be the biggest motherfucker since Michael Jackson in this shit, you feel me? But, you know, we gonna figure this shit out when it get there, man. Motherfucker ain't in no rush to do nothing but shit. If we come across it, it's what it is type shit, you know?
Real shit. Would you say you the biggest QC rapper?
Hell yeah, I'm the biggest QC rapper. I'm the biggest QC rapper. Ain't no nigga fucking with me, period. I don't gonna fuck with nobody say. I ain't in front of QC though. That's the crazy part, but like they consider me as, you feel me? I've been there long enough, they consider me as a QC rapper. But like, I put my shit up against any QC rapper, period. Whatever the fuck y'all wanna do, hit me up, we can make some shit happen. Biggest QC rapper. Niggas don't even like mentioning my name, but you niggas not outworking me. You feel me? Ain't nobody outworking me, bro. So shit, motherfuckers take it how they want to take it. You know, I'm the biggest QC rapper, and I'm not even in front of QC. They just embrace me, so I embrace them type shit, you know? So it is what it is.
That's real. So what else you working on right now, man?
Man, I'm working on a lot of shit, man. I'm working on some motherfucking, on my clothing line. I'm working on this trucking business and shit like that. I'm working on a lot of music and shit. Couple videos I got finna drop out. Feel me? Shit, be on the look for them motherfuckers. Shit, I'm really just trying to find ways to like promote what I got going on, type shit like that. I'm on a really like a promo tour type shit like that. You feel me? You know, I shoot my videos and shit like that, whatever I got going on, but like I'm really on a promo tour. I'm going state to state, city to city type shit like that. Whatever I can find way to promote my shit, that's what I'm on.
Real spill. Yeah. Any last words and shout outs?
Shit, shout out to the gang, man. Y'all know what's going on, man. 11-5, 115th, crazy, man. I'm Ville crazy, everyday villain. Motherfucking shout out to the guys, man. Shout out to everybody behind that motherfucking wall, you know? All the real members. That's it.
Real spill, man. J CheckaBag, we appreciate you having me on the porch with us today, gang.
Man, I appreciate you, man, having me on the porch, man, having me hop off the porch. I'm finna hop off this motherfucker in a minute.
Real
See what's
spill.
to this food y'all got going on out here on Porch.
Real spill.
Yeah.
If it's smoke, then let me know when it's